Good evening. Welcome to Ubuntu channel. And tonight we do have stories of the week, or stories or headlines of the week on this program that is actually called Point of View. And we need your voice to these actually stories that have been making headlines throughout this week. And I have one who is going to analyze or add his voice majorly, and you are free to actually join us also through comments right here on Ubuntu channel's Point of View. Lance, good evening and welcome to the program.
Good evening, Chaza. Good evening to the viewers, as well as good evening to everybody that is tuned in. Good to know that everybody is watching this particular broadcast. Good to know that it's a Saturday, and I'm looking forward to having a good deliberation right here as we get to look at the stories that have been trending throughout the week right here on this very platform. Welcome to Ubuntu channel. In case you are just joining us for the very first time, we say big ups to you, and we appreciate you joining this big family. Welcome to the family. Do not only come alone to this family.
It appears Lance is having challenges there in terms of connectivity. Now it's one of those usual things that do get to happen when you are dealing with an online program. I just hope that, pretty soon you definitely get to join us. If you're joining us for the first time, this program comes your way every Saturday right here on Ubuntu channel. And it starts at 9 p.m. or 21 hours Central African time. And tonight we've actually, come through pretty late. I was almost saying, slightly late, but, it's been pretty late, about 30 minutes late into the program. Lance, welcome back. We lost you to connectivity there.
Well, I am all right, Charles. Well, it seems like my connection today isn't being in favor of me, but hope you are able to get me together with our viewers out there. I'm very delighted to be part of the program this evening and looking forward to having a very good deliberation as we're looking at stories that have trended this particular week, and looking at how we can best engage not only our viewers but everybody that comes through on this particular broadcast, so that we can all share vamene vetaona vamene tachita witness na vamene takuchitani prepare ife va Ubuntu channel, so that naimwe mwabwerako mwatijoine either mu studio mwatumache message kuti njo ife muri ino wiki tinaonako vaso na vevachitika ni vaso mwachitako share na ife, so that na ife tachita appreciate vamene mwaona, then takuchitani
There we have it. Connectivity challenges there. Probably as we get to wait for him to join us, I would ask, IT to take us to the first story. And on the other side, I'm hoping that, he'll be back with us right here. I must presume that, even the IT are having, some challenge there. Maybe they are not getting me or something. In the meantime, we get to wait either, for Lance or IT to actually, have.
Meheba refugee settlement in Kalumbila district is one of the oldest refugee settlements in the country, having been established in 1970. The camp, which is now home to over 34,000 persons of concern, is not connected to the national grid and depends on generators. As part of efforts to modernize the settlement, government wants to electrify the area.
The contract for the electrification of Maheba has been signed. We hope that in the next few weeks the project will start. Once Maheba is electrified and connected to the national grid, we have a belief that our traders, businessmen in the communities under your chiefdom will find space and start doing proper business in Maheba.
The news has excited officers and the traditional leadership.
They are always mobile, trying to access a better life outside the camp. But with the coming of the Morasa, the Honorable Minister, we are excited that we'll be able to at least have the settlement electrified, the roads swept on, and then the refugees can stay.
We're talking of developing Maheba as a great city. We've been talking of Maheba as a green city. We've been talking of Maheba as a self-contained city with upgraded infrastructure, with proper road network. And I'm also glad that you are upgrading the health system there.
The local authority is also making strides to improve the environment for both refugees and the locals.
To collect the garbage on the market and also work closely with the East Office to see to that our marketeers are taken care of. And also in terms of water issues, we are also working hand in hand to make sure that the boreholes, if the borehole has broken down, we are able to work and implement as local authority.
Mwape Mwesa for Zanis News in Kalumbila District.
There we have it. That's a first story of the week right here on Point of View. I'll throw it to you, Lance. Your viewpoint on the story as regards Maheba and development.
Thank you so much, Chaza. And sorry for that. Thank you so much, Chaza. And I hope our listeners or our viewers are able to listen to me as well as you as I make my viewpoint on the stories that we are just from seeing right there, where we see the Minister of Home Affairs, that is Honorable Jack Mwimbo, who is also Honorable Member of Parliament for one of the provinces that is in the southern province, right there, making a tour. Chaza, you and me, or you agree with me to say that I've been on the record talking about how there is an urgent need for us to make sure that our people in rural areas get to have simple access to electricity or to power, because this is one thing that we all fight for. All right. So we spoke about the Energy Regulation Board through the Rural Electrification Board or Electrification Authority, that is RIA, talking about so far throughout the year of 2022, they haven't reached their target because they, in their last press briefing, they talked about them not achieving about even 50 or 70% of their achievement in the 5-year mandate that they had. They've only reached about 30% or 35% in making sure that they connect different rural areas in terms of electrification. So to see that the minister and the Rural Electrification Authority, which is RIA, coming together to have an impact to say that they are going to connect this area to make sure that there's electricity and power generation. This makes a very good reading, and it does not only make a good reading, but it also makes a very good ordination to say that RIA before the end of their 5-year mandate, which they signed with the Zambian government back in the days before it ends right here in 2023. When we get to 2023, despite them making an announcement to say that they have not reached their 70% mark, at least they are still striving to see to it that rural areas are attracted, or rural areas are connected to the
There we have it. Lance is having a problem, with internet there. But, I do agree with him that, it's a very good thing. And, it's a plus for the government to actually, consider electrifying, Maheba there. And we solely depend on electricity. We remember there was a time that we had, rampant, blackouts as regards, load shedding, and small industries, including, big industries, suffered because, here in Zambia, the major, source of electricity that we depend on is actually, hydroelectricity. So if a place is not connected, really, development is a problem. And if a place is having electricity, then even the industries there will actually boom, including small scale industries like fabrication, metal fabrication, and so on and so forth. Welcome back, Lance, and you can continue from where you were actually cut off.
Thank you so much, Chaza, and apologies for that breakout into transmission. As you know, Zambia, we are still a striving nation to see to it that digital connection is spread out across and throughout the country. And hopefully, the coming in of Starlink will be able to stabilize our internet connections here and there. But anyway, the program must continue. So, I was talking about ERB together with the RIA, which is Rural Electro Authority, talking about RIA connecting rural authorities or rural electrification right there. So, RIA is confirming to say that despite the contract ending this year, they are still determined to meet the deadlines that they can be able to meet as far as electrifying houses is concerned. But again, it's a mantle between government and RIA to say, hey, RIA, we do recognize that you haven't reached at least 50% of the project that you had planned for Mother Zambia to connect at least the rest of Zambia through rural electrification, or as well as the global electrification of Mother Zambia. So let's maybe go into an MOU or whatever that government can accept with RIA, so that we see not only urban areas getting connected, but we also see our areas that are in deep shambles of different, not only Lusaka, but different Zambian Zambian couches, or Zambian different communities, so that they can be get linked to the world connection. There's need for government to really look at this issue to say RIA does not only connect those peri-urban areas, but RIA connects even urban areas, to see to it that each and every village, each and every community become a peri-urban area, connected through electricity, connected through digitalization, or connected through a modern, where we can be able to see people from Chisamba, people from Kwalungumukuta, people from Petauke Central, people from Lusangazi, people from each different part of the country, to get to connect through either internet, or to get to connect through power retribution right here in the country. So RIA and government needs to come in and see to it that the whole country is connected through one power grid that will show the potential to say, hey, ZESCO, apart from CEC or whichever private partnership that is coming through government is connecting the rural areas, that each and every part of the country is connected. Unlike the fact where we see, oh, a part of the country is connected, a part of the country is Apeska, especially in Mansa Central, Chaza. I will not be shy to say about this. Mansa Central, Chaza, believe you me, this is one part of our society.
All right, he has gone into, freezing there once more. Quickly, we get to the next story, and I believe that on the other side, you'll be able to join us.
Several people across the country have been swindled of their hard-earned cash by an online business called Shopping Mall Investment Promotion Zambia, which is alleged to have been owned by some Chinese nationals. Some of the affected Tuesday were left devastated when they visited the company offices in Lusaka, only to find the offices closed and all the workers have vanished in thin air. The affected, who have lost millions of kwacha, have explained that they were introduced to the business by their colleagues after it was launched in Lusaka at the Molongoshi Conference Center in August of this year.
Men Zambia ni apatule irishani okutira bashopu mona batisendera indalama nabebira abantu indalama in short. Umando wakati shopu moya ishilenga business, online business. Whereby abantu alishambo okuta invest indalama muri shopu mo. And after investing, twasamba kwa tama challenges yambile pa 18 October ama challenges yambile whereby abantu.
In trying to acquaint herself in the digital world, this 15-year-old girl of Lusaka's Garden House compound is alleged.
Several people across the country have been swindled of their hard-earned cash by an online business called Shopping Mall Investment Promotion Zambia, which is alleged to have been owned by some Chinese nationals. Some of the affected Tuesday were left devastated when they visited the company offices in Lusaka, only to find the offices closed and all the workers have vanished in thin air. The affected, who have lost millions of kwacha, have explained that they were introduced to the business by their colleagues after it was launched in Lusaka at the Molongoshi Conference Center in August of this year.
Men Zambia ni apatule irishani okutira bashopu mona batisendera indalama nabebira abantu indalama in short. Umando wakati shopu moya ishilenga business, online business. Whereby abantu alishambo okuta invest indalama muri shopu mo. And after investing, twasamba kwa tama challenges yambile pa 18 October ama challenges yambile whereby abantu alyambo kufiro okuta withdraw. Nga wata withdraw yasangwa okutira indalama tashirefuma. But if you deposit,
for example, if you invest 10,000 kwacha, you expect 10% of that money that you have invested, or even more than that. There were even again bonuses like you deposit 10,000, you receive about 1,500 bonus, of which was more convincing because people made a lot of withdrawals, of which was another convincing measure, because they had to make withdrawals to prove that the platform is legit. Now our complaint is that why is the government allowing these illegal platforms to operate and then scamming us, the youths? Us, we are vulnerable youths and we want help.
The company also held several trainings in different parts of the country to teach people on how to invest in the business. Others have also lamented that they had been employed as agents of the company and were meant to recruit other people into investing in the company, or are now being troubled by those who they convinced to invest in the business since the named investors have run away.
We found even our fellow Zambian, they came to the conference and then they said we are shopping mall, of which when we search for shopping mall, in Singapore, it's real. And then the people that they are advertising, all the videos and everything is real from Singapore shopping mall. They say the headquarters is in Singapore. So we believed them and working with them. So it comes our part-time jobs. So that's what we are doing. So what they're telling us is that what we are doing, we want to open a shopping mall in future. So before we open a shopping mall in future, what we need to do, we need to expand the Zambian market first. We want to teach people how the platform works before we actually open the actual shopping mall. So so that people, they know how the technology works before they involve the physical buying and selling. So what we used to do in Shopee here, we used to do the virtual selling, whereby you buy a thing, it doesn't come back to you physically, you sell it online as well.
Chipata Mayor George Mwanza has also been named as having been visited by the named Chinese investors who expressed their interest in expanding their shopping mall business to Chipata. But when contacted for a comment, Mr. Mwanza has declined having anything to do with the named company.
So they paid the courtesy call on my office. I don't work for shopping mall. I'm a mayor. So they paid the courtesy call on my office that they were in Chipata and that they are a company from Lusaka and that their director is from Singapore. And the local people here came to make an appointment with our office, citizens of Chipata, 2 of them. That is Mbao and Eddie. So they are the ones that came to arrange for a courtesy call with my office. So I don't know them. I mean, just like Airtel or MTN can pay a courtesy call and talk about what they do.
Meanwhile, one of the facilitators of the company and marketing manager, Elba Msenga, when contacted for a comment, promised to meet up with this reporter, but later switched off his phone. And a check at the Patent and Company Registration Agency, PACRA, to ascertain in whose name the company was registered, has revealed that it was never registered with PACRA. The affected have since called on the Zambian relevant authorities to help track down these Chinese investors and where they have vanished to. Prudence Chota, reporting for Kano TV News.
Of infertility is because of infections, typically the chlamydia and the gonorrhea.
Your time is up. Thank you so much.
Okay. Since I've been mentioned, I can react to what comment in the judge.
Yes.
I haven't finished my point.
Remember,
no, let me finish my point so that my brother can.
Does the Patriotic Front know the kind of damage they have done to our economy and to our country? I do not.
The alleged abduction of Pamela Kisupa, and this case has really kept us on our toes. And in as much as
nobody has been acquitted from this new dawn administration cases that have been started, there's nobody that has been acquitted. Okay.
CJ, foreplay. I'm not talking about jump and begin acting like a kangaroo. No, foreplay. Many of us as Africans, we lack this virtue. This is not there.
Yeah, the time project ku Malabo. What's the first game toilet was Senegal. I think Vajitana underrated because even the home up, you can see the way they are doing home up. But Munagati, what an hour win a card in
it's actually good if you start creating competition in the team. If you don't create competition, then you will have a problem. Who to replace when one is injured?
I think the names people have been calling me, I accepted them and I welcomed them. But what I would prefer being called as a nickname, I would prefer being called Sambalung.
Is a tradition that man, or indeed a human being, is born in. Naturally, we are born with Ubuntu. We live with it. We come into this world with that.
Ubuntu ninshira iyo abantu basenderamo ifyo umuntu afwiri okuba n'efyo afwiri okukita n'efyo afwiri okwikaliramo ubuntu.
Ubuntu chitemiko, ubuntu mutende.
Ubuntu nikukhala pamoja. Ubuntu nikusamala. Ubuntu nikukondana.
The desire to contribute to positive changes within rural communities is my strong motivation to work hard for my society. For me, that is Ubuntu.
Ubuntu means humbleness. Ubuntu means humility. Ubuntu means love.
Ubuntu is I'm a person because of a person. Actually a person. I'm who I am because of who we are.
What Ubuntu means to me is the ability to look at the need of others and be able to put yourself in their position, be able to do something about it.
We're going to be offering some of our viewers more content. And apart from more content, we are going to expect our viewers to be participating more. And then we want also our viewers to also like our channel.
Yes. And they should like it on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn, and also on YouTube. And not to forget that our content is reliable. It's not fake news. We do not have fake news on this channel.
Of infertility is because of infections, typically the chlamydia and the gonorrhea.
Your time is up. Thank you so much.
Okay. Since I've been mentioned, I can react to what comment Chinda just
I haven't finished my point.
Remember,
I haven't finished my point so that my brother can
Does the Patriotic Front know the kind of damage they have done to our economy and to our country? I do not.
The alleged abduction of Pamela Kisupa, and this case has really kept us on our toes. And in as much as
nobody has been acquitted from this new dawn administration cases that have been started. There's nobody that has been acquitted. Okay.
CJ, foreplay. I'm not talking about jump and begin acting like a kangaroo. No, foreplay. Many of us as Africans, we lack this virtue. This is not there.
Yeah, the time twaje ku Malabo. Kwa sababu the first game twale tena wa Senegal. I think very sana underrated because even the home up, you can see the way they are doing home up. Bare munakati ora na wawina kale nyopo.
It's actually good if you start creating competition in the team. If you don't create competition, then you will have a problem. Who to replace when one is injured?
I think the names people have been calling me, I accepted them and I welcomed them. But what I would prefer being called as a nickname, I would prefer being called Sambalung.